here we are again with the further adventures of Frankenpipe. You remember last time I wasn't content with how comfortable the bag was as it was shipped from the vendor, so I've tied it into an Ullin practice bag, and as you can see, I changed my mind about where to tie the thing in. I spent quite a bit of time working on the correct length of the blowpipe, because too short pops out, too long it crimps, and you can't play. And again, because I'm using a practice chanter, because I don't have a Scottish small pipe chanter, and it's in B flat, so the drones are tuned way the heck up. One of the things I'm going to do now, because my drones are way high on the pins, I remain to be convinced whether it's actually a problem or not. But what I can do is insert a rush, which is to say the quill of a feather or a drinking straw or a folded up piece of paper in there to narrow the bore, because of course when the bore is made more narrow, it's the same as making the bore longer, so we can tune out farther. And if you remember, I was also using, I didn't tie in the chanter stock, because I've always had a problem with the bag folding at the chanter stock like thus, because it's that same Venturi effect. If you have a crimp in the bag, the pressure drops at that point, and it's a lot harder, to me at least, to strike the balance between playing pressure between the chanter and the reeds, chanter and the drones, because they're essentially playing a different pressure. So I had been using the top of my not really Leo Rowsome chanter. I don't believe it's really Rowsome because it's not signed, but I don't see any other maker's name on it, but it certainly sounds like a Rowsome chanter, according to several pipers whose opinion I respect. So I had been playing with this, and as I mentioned, it really changed the tonal characteristics of the chanter. It was remarkable. And then I recalled reading something about where the sound is actually coming from, and I don't pretend to understand the physics, but it's to do with the wave, the node, whatever, that it's actually happening some point above the reed, so that somebody might point us in the right direction there. But the problem was, of course, is that I also play this one. This is my favorite Ullin chanter. So a quick trip to the plumbing store, piece of copper pipe, end cap, 3/8 thick-walled copper, bit of time with, just cut it to length, drilled the hole. I had a drill press, which made it easier to do an accurate hole. Sweated it with a bit of solder, and it's changed the tone just a little bit. I'm no longer actually, I lied. I still do feel the vibration through the leather bag, through the metal, through the leather bag. So I can feel the vibration of the reeds, particularly the chanter reed, through the leather bag. And I'm pretty sure that's not my imagination, because I sure as hell didn't feel it with the synthetic bag. So there we are. And I'm quite happy with this, because it makes very few people. It can be difficult to take practice seriously, especially when you think of it as practice. But this makes me more inclined to pick up the pipes and play, because it sounds more like a real instrument. It also means that when I'm practicing a tune, I've never been good at double breathing, circular breathing with the practice chanter. And I have found in the past that when I'm blowing a practice chanter, I tend to stop at the same place in the tune in whatever group of bars, whatever measure it is. I'll tend to take a breath at the same time. And then when I switch to the big pipes, that affects how I play, because I'm used to making that pause at that point, right? So that's removed that. And again, it's pleasant to listen to. I've got a wonderful balance from where I'm sitting here. And so consequently, I've done quite a bit more playing over the last couple of weeks since I did this than ever before. Again, if you make the instrument, you do everything you can to make the instrument a joy to play, comfortable and pleasurable to play, you're going to want to play more. So there we go. Thanks.